Hey everybody, it's Justin and I have got for you today a plethora, a showcase of Stronger With You fragrances and dupes. I just got one in that is very, very good, and I thought, you know, I've got like a nice assortment now from different brands of dupes of Stronger With You fragrances and flankers. And so this will be a short video. It is 6 fragrances total, but I think these are some recommendations that you should certainly know about. So we're going to dive right in. Before we do, remember to click that subscribe button and give the stronger version of a click to the like button if you like the video. Let's begin. All right, so obviously what we're talking about here is Giorgio Armani Stronger With You. This is a wonderful ambery, vanilla, somewhat spiced fragrance. The original here has a little bit of an aromatic vibe that I really enjoy. And I probably, through the years, have worn the original more than I have any of the flankers or clones, with maybe one exception. So this stuff is really good, and one that just, if you want just the original, you can often find the original very cheap on Amazon. I got this this bottle for, I think, like $42 or $37 for a 1.7 ounce from a flash sale, and I've seen similar sales pop up since. So if you want the original, there is actually a good clone that I don't have, but I've heard a lot about. I'll try to remember to put it at the bottom of the screen so that you can check it out. I'll include a link if I remember. But the original you can actually get pretty affordable nowadays. Now, one that I have not seen a dupe of that is also really good. It's sort of the original on steroids. It's the original with a, I believe it's a toffee note added in, making it sweeter. And that is Stronger With You Intensely. This is the one, if you're going to Stronger With You for that warm, sweet overdose of sugar vibes, then you probably want to go with Stronger With You Intensely. I don't know of a dupe of Intensely. Let me know if you do know of a dupe of Intensely, because it's really good stuff. It is somewhat situational because it is so sweet. Probably once a month I'll break this one out for an evening out or something like that. But again, Stronger With You Intensely, really good stuff, and kind of surprising that there's not a well-known clone, at least not that I know of, and maybe you guys do. So now we're going to move into some of the clones. The first one that I ever picked up a couple years ago, and I still to date never see anyone talk about this, but this is Ard Al Zayfaron Oud 24 Hours Majestic Gold. What a name on this one. And this is a clone of Stronger With You Leather. And I think they did a really good job. I mean, the quality compared to an Armani is going to be noticeable, but if you're just talking fragrance profile, they nailed it. And what they did that's impressive to me is the leather note in Stronger With You Leather is a fairly natural kind of animalic smelling leather, and they did a really good job with this one. And I've probably worn, I have had this for a couple years, but I've probably worn this more than any of the Stronger With You-esque fragrances that I own, just because I love it. And there was a time whenever I didn't have many fragrances with that kind of a leather note, and I just fell in love with it. So keep in mind the quality difference, but this is like a $25 pickup, I believe, if you can still find it for that price, and worth every penny to me. Really good stuff. All right, the next one that I picked up was from Fragrance World. This is probably only like the, 4th or 5th Fragrance World fragrance that I grabbed. This is Proud of You Absolute. It was hard to get whenever I picked this one up. I think you can find it much more readily now. And of course, this is Stronger With You Absolutely. And they did a great job of capturing the boozy note. It's not as natural of a whiskey, rum, whatever the boozy note in this is. Compared to the Armani, there is a little bit more of a bite of the sort of alcohol booziness in the original. But I would say they probably got 85% close. And for every one of these, they're good performers. The newest one I got, which I'll show you, I don't know yet performance on that one. I haven't really tested it well enough to say, but this one I've had for probably a year and a half, and it is macerated. It's a beast. It's a 10-hour fragrance. And so again, proud of you, Absolute. It's a good interpretation of Stronger With You, absolutely. All right. The next one I picked up was a dupe of Stronger With You Oud. And this is Pandora Scent Veteran Oud. And now I have not smelled Stronger With You Oud, but what I have heard is that it's like Stronger With You leather with a little bit of an oud note. And that's exactly what this one smells like. It's 70-ish, 75% similar to Stronger With You leather. And then it's got just sort of a dark woodiness added in, mass-pleasing, beginner-friendly oud note added into Stronger With You leather. So again, very similar to Stronger With You leather, but it's just, it's modified a little bit, making it a little bit more complex with a touch of oud, and probably like the ultimate winter take on a Stronger With You DNA. So definitely highly recommend this one. Very good stuff. All right, and finally, the newest pickup that I got. This one is really good. I wore it yesterday. One of my two sons have worn it in the past couple days. It smells amazing, but I haven't tested it enough yet to know about performance. I have a feeling it's going to perform like a beast though. This is Proud of You Tobacco, Fragrance World's take on Stronger With You Tobacco. There is the opening that I absolutely love, and I'm going to actually look up the notes right now. So I'm looking at the notes now of the original, which this is a dupe of, and probably an accurate dupe given the track record that Fragrance World has. And this one you've got chestnut, spices, and elemi. So you've got this resinous kind of spicy sweet opening, and then in the mid you've got lavender and sage, quite an aromatic vibe mixing with that kind of balsamic sweetness that you get in the opening. And then in the base you've got vanilla, leather, guaiac wood, and oud. And so this one actually has a touch of the Stronger With You leather note in it as well, but something about that elemi and aromatic heart to me give it something that almost reminds me of like a fruity sweetness. It's interesting to me that the Stronger With You leather DNA has found its way into the tobacco flanker, into the oud flanker. I think they were really onto something with that leather note, and I'm actually glad to see that it made it into these other flankers as well. So this one is fantastic. The tobacco in this one, it isn't immediately when you smell it, it's not like, oh wow, that is a tobacco fragrance, but it does have a tobacco note done right. It's mixed with spices, it's mixed with some resins, it's mixed with some aromatics, and of course that chestnut, warm vanilla sweetness of the original. So it is a very good fragrance. It's sweet, spicy, vanilla, and tobacco. I would say it's kind of in that order. And so highly recommend it. I just don't know how it performs yet. And so I would love to hear from you. Do you know of any other dupes of the Stronger With You fragrances? And what is your favorite Stronger With You fragrance altogether? Now, before we end the video, remember to give a strong click to the like button and subscribe to the channel. I'm Justin. This is Sillage Scents.